Hello, Summoners, and welcome to another episode of Phaeology, the study of Fire Emblem heroes. My name is Joel, and I'm here with Jackal, and we're going to talk about these bathing-suited heroes from three houses that you are about to get to Hall of Formed.
Monstrosities.
Monstrosities? I believe Jackal, right before we started, said, so many abs.
There is not another image on the internet that contains this many abs and pecs.
Do you notice that Sylvain's rippling abs travel right up through his armpit?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's not the only unit that we've seen this on before. Gustav, love Gustav, whatever February Gustav from last year. Yeah. Whatever he is. He also had these weird side southern pectoral abs.
Pit abs is what I'm calling them.
Pit abs, yeah, the pit abs. All right, so I understand that we have some builds today.
We do, and we're going to jump right in. This is color order, but I've organized them a little differently, and we're going to start with the rule slide every single time, I swear. So, if you want to submit your builds, the rules are, well, first of all, you can come into the Discord. The link is in the chat below. Come on down, submit builds, talk to us. We love to talk to everybody. Max merges, +1 for 5-star exclusives, unless it's a Grail unit or in the 3-star pool, and then go crazy. Only skills available through the current Hall of Forms. And unit can include 3 mythic supports, and that's it. That's right. A couple people were including 5.
Oh my goodness. Who does that?
I won't name names, but
yeah.
And then no flowers or florets, because most likely those are spent elsewhere.
Yeah. Not spending a floret on one of these units, unless I'm already planning on +10ing.
So, first up we have Dorothea, one of 2 dancers from the Three Houses crowd. Now, this is the only member of common birth in the entire Black Eagles house. Her beautiful voice
No, Joel.
Years.
No, you're not Deku. Skip that. Skip all that,
guys. Okay. So, Black Eagles, I'm getting shut down here. Someday I'll be as cool as Deku, but that day is not today.
Yeah, I mean, she does come with Hone Attack 4. That's cool. Attack Cantrip.
Attack cantrip's actually kind of cool.
I mean, the cantrip skills are all right. I don't remember what Hidden Thorns does. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter because we're not going to keep that in our
when it came out, I was so bored by it that I forgot it immediately and was too disinterested to look it up now.
I mean, I told you before we started recording that I thought that this was the harmonic Dorothea, but that seemed impossible.
Oh man, if this was harmonic Dorothea, I would go crazy.
Oh yeah, I would definitely be buying this unit if it was harmonic Dorothea.
Oh, she's so good. But here's our builds, and I'm going to start off here with Riven because he has talked about, you have to understand, like before this even hit, he called his shot. He said, Dorothea is going to be in this banner and I am going to build her and it's going to be amazing. And this is what he came up with Courtly Fan Plus, reposition, lethality, which I am amazed that all of these builds don't have lethality because it is so rare. And then we've got Life and Death 4, Wind Sweep. That's a lot of speed. Is that right?
I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, it's Life and Death 7, I guess, but man, that is fast.
It's also it's so extremely brittle with 6 defense, Joel. 6 defense.
But I mean,
how is that possible?
And lethality, though. I'm assuming this is going to be in an infantry pulse line, and she'll be the end of it and get lethality ready to go. But wow, 6 defense is.
If we skip all the way over to the very far side, Fortress Defense Res 3 gets her to 22 defense. So Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So this is a Summoner Duels unit so that your Dancer can also just wreak havoc on. I'm assuming this is going to attack whatever Vantage unit is left because, Wind Sweep would negate that and would make, Paolo look silly. Maybe make Paolo look silly, but yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot to put into your Dancer. It's a little intense.
I mean, yes, but this is Hollow Forms.
Yeah, sure.
They've got the new system now so that you can actually get all of this stuff.
Oh, man, I forgot, Joel. I forgot about that. Oh, goodness, that is so amazing. Oh, Summoner, I am so excited for 2 skills at one time. All right.
The one thing I will say about this, instead of Life and Death 4, this needs to be attack speed ideal because lethality does not care about your visible stats.
You just keep Life and Death in the seal or what?
Probably Blade Session for me, but someone else is going to be running Blade Session, so I think Life and Death in the seal is just fine.
Sure. All right. Seems like a pretty interesting unit. Let's move on.
What do you think about Insta Glacies?
Glacies is 50% of res?
Yes, I believe so.
And it's a 3 cooldown or 4? It's a 3 cooldown, isn't it?
It's a 3 cooldown.
I mean, kind of cool. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really see the point of doing this. I think I'm just kind of out on this unit altogether as a buildable unit.
I'm sorry, it is 4 cooldown and it's 80% of damage.
Oh, okay.
Forgive me, summoners. I've worked on too many videos today and my brain is going.
Yeah,
80% of res, though.
You don't have to make excuses, Joel.
My brain would be gone whether I was working on videos or not. Let's face it.
True. You've been dealing with sick people at the house for a month.
It's very true.
So, yeah. All right. Anyway, I mean, it's an interesting build, I guess. I never use Dancers as damage dealers. So
Quick Dagger is cooldown -2. So this is like she has Glacies procced.
What is Time's Pulse is -2 at the start of turn, isn't it?
-1.
Oh. All right. I mean, that'll get you there. Instant proc Glacies. And with 38 resistance, I mean, that's going to deal a pretty hefty chunk. I don't know. That seems all right. What about you?
I love it. I like dancers who can once in a while do cool things.
Yeah.
And this is just that. I guess we're stacking res here, but I'd still rather have lethality. But I love the concept. I really like Quick Dagger. I think that is really neat here.
Is that its only effect other than defense res minus whatever?
That is its only effect.
Dagger 7. Cool. All right.
So then from Ding Dong Bronzong, we have the ultimate support songstress. And this is Tamari Dorothea.
This is my build for this unit.
This is a pretty good build. But I mean, you love everything Ding Dong Bronzong does.
Yeah, basically. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they do a real great job. This is essentially the build. I mean, not exactly, I guess, but essentially the build that I have on Tethys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it a lot. This is a cool build.
I'm a fan. So if you have to pick a favorite of one of these, which one would you do?
You don't even have to ask me that. It's support songstress. The other two just don't make sense to me. They are not my play style. So
this duels queen. Yeah. That's this lethality windsweep build, I think this is excellent for summoner duels, but that's not your favorite mode. So
yeah.
I kind of get that.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Let's get us moving to Pit Abs himself, Sylvain.
Yeah, and that zesty blue drink he's got.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Yeah. Anytime my drink glows, I always worry about it just a little bit.
Yeah, man, his base kit is so lackluster.
Oh, well, he's a 4-star focus, so that kind of makes sense.
So gross, considering what we have now on 4-star foci. Foci, yes, foci.
It is foci. You are correct.
Yeah. All right. Let's see the builds here.
Builds. We have the build. You know what? You love Ding Dong Bronzong so much. Why don't you go over the build?
That's unfortunate. I don't think I like this one. Plegian Torch.
Oh, no. He can do wrong.
Plegian Torch, rally up attack, Ruptured Sky, attack speed catch 4. Lancebreaker, which is really kind of my breaking point. Although I guess it would be for Erica, Brave Erica. Attack Res Menace and Blade Session. Is that who we're going up against? Or no. It would be Hector because it's a.
Yes, this is the anti-Hector unit.
Yeah, it's a Aether Raids build.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm back in.
He has forgiven you, Ding Dong Bronzong.
Yeah. Now it is a +10 unit, and I thought that was against the rules.
It is against the rules, and we've got 2 of them in here. Oh, wait. I guess I said as long as it wasn't a 5-star exclusive, and these are technically not 5-star exclusives.
But they are exclusive units because they're restricted to summer banners.
They have obviously found a loophole here, but
I guess that's
still pretty good.
It's a fair loophole. You could reasonably +10 this unit without too much work, I guess.
I mean, about 500 orbs, which is about a month and a half worth.
Gosh, so. That is too much. All right. So anyway, it's a pretty good build. I love the Plegian weapons. I think they are very cool. And I mean, the rest is great, I think.
I find it so funny that Misa and Ding Dong Bronzong did the exact same thing. And I think like everyone who was doing these builds had the same idea because there's not a whole lot you can do with Sylvain.
Yeah.
I mean, one is on offense and one is on defense. And that's where that Lancebreaker comes in, is that's obviously against Vector. Yeah. Whereas Fartrace is obviously for the hit and run stuff. But they're both debuffing with Attack Res Menace and then using Plegian Torch to get bonuses off of that debuff to their attack.
Right.
I mean, it looks great. That also activates Attack Speed Catch 4. I love Ruptured Sky. I would have rather had Lethality on there. Oh, wait, it's only for daggers.
Wow.
I just want Lethality
serious shade at non-dagger units.
Everything. I want Lethality so badly.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
But I mean, this works for exactly the same reasons that you talked about the last one. But this last one, this even has an interesting title. I'm curious. Apologetic Sandwich.
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, because his weapon is sandwiches.
I guess.
I don't remember what sandwiches does, but it's an interesting build with close reversal and defense res menace and defense res solo 3.
If foe initiates combat, grants attack res +4 during combat.
Okay.
I just like everything that she put on this build is super premium.
Uh-huh.
And then we have sandwiches.
Yeah. I mean,
and I think she did this just to screw with us.
You think so? I mean, you better watch what you say though, because we all know that Moon has a bit of a
You're right, Moon. I love this build. This is my favorite. In fact, you know what? I'm picking right now. Sandwiches. Apologetic sandwiches. That's obviously my favorite build in this one.
Yeah, I think it's certainly an interesting build. I wouldn't mind seeing some numbers. Actually, on all three of these. But as far as my favorite unit of these three, I think I'm going to go with Summer Menace Misa.
That is a good one. And honestly, Ding Dong Bronzong would probably prefer to get the Trace skill and then inherit Lancebreaker later. But I do appreciate when they put in their eventual skills they're going to put in so that we can tell what they're doing.
Misa would also prefer to get a premium rally, right? You know, it's
true.
You're not going to get reposition. Because everybody has reposition in your barracks, as we all know.
I think Plegian Torch is probably the best inheritable you can get.
I agree.
I mean, it might even be better than sandwiches. Might be.
I mean, those are strong words, Joel. It's time to get us out of here with those strong words.
Oh, boy.
This may be the worst art in the whole dang game. The worst.
It's bad. It's pretty bad.
I mean, just look at that haircut. Nobody has hair like that.
The haircut's so terrible. I can never figure out. Do you see where the line from his chin goes back, and then you can see hair in the back? So is it longer? Oh, wait, that's water.
No, Joel. That is his head. So basically, we don't have time for this, but I am going to explain it because it is funny. So basically what's happened is he's taken a razor and just like trimmed, the back of his hair to be like short buzz cut. And then he's got that like bowl cut around the rest of his head. So
is this like the haircut that Jackal had in his younger years?
No, sir.
Jackal had this bowl cut?
Definitely not my haircut. I have seen people with this haircut in real life, unfortunately for my eyeballs, but I do know a thing or two about a buzz cut. So,
Summoners, if you know of a worse haircut, leave us a comment right now.
Please.
We would like to know a worse haircut than this one.
I mean, a mullet is not great.
The mullet has come back. It is in style once more.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good, though.
So, I'll be honest with you. The Discord had a tough time with this unit.
As you should. As you should with this unit.
Zek was the only one who tried. And I think the way that they could try was by redacting so that they didn't have to look at the art while they did the unit.
Yeah, we actually had quite a few redacted Lorenzes for some reason.
The only thing I'm sad about is Ding Dong Bronzong did a build, and to cover his chest, just stuck all of the fairy heads on there.
Oh, I actually like that one. I thought that was one of the best cover-ups of the whole bunch.
It was great. It was fantastic. But I can't choose because of best cover-ups.
Yeah. I mean, we are certainly not choosing based on clothing. So,
I mean, you've got to love Tomato Tome, though.
What is Tomato Tome?
Tomato Tome. Do you not remember Tomato Tome from back in the day?
I mean, I remember that it exists.
Now hold on. This is going to be more amazing than you've ever heard in your entire life. Grants attack speed +1. You heard me right. 1 to allies within 2 spaces during combat.
To allies.
Yeah.
That is the worst tome. So Mo just made a meme build. All right.
Well,
next.
you know how much she just absolutely loves this unit.
Does she? Or is that a goof 'em up?
That is me being sarcastic or trying to be.
Gotcha.
This is actually her least favorite unit in the whole catalog.
And somehow we took hers over Ding Dong's.
Yeah,
no
Rage
offense,
on a Platter. Man. Rage on a Platter is just such a good name.
It is a good name. I will give you full marks for the name, Moon.
So Zek, the only one who really tried here with Unity Blooms plus Distant Defense 4, Null Sea Disrupt. And I mean, you come out with some decent stats. They even +10'd this unit. So that's good. 51 attack is
not
all
good.
right. I mean, you tried, Zek. I appreciate this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly going to withstand a hit or two.
let's move on because
wait, Joel. Essentially,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This build is your debuff bot. You put him in the middle of the field, and he just debuffs everybody.
I mean, he tries.
That's all it is.
This is the sack play unit. If you play Aether Raids by sacrificing one unit and then attacking all the units that are left, This is the unit you get.
Yep. All right. Next.
This is a special unit.
Yeah. I remember seeing this image a long time ago.
Oh, you've got such a good memory. That is exactly where I got it from.
Wait,
dang.
So you went back into the annals of the Discord history and found this build.
That is exactly what I did.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, Joel. So Plegian Axe, refined to speed, harsh command plus, Ignis, attack defense catch 4, speed defense near trace 3, joint drive attack, and speed res solo.
This gets my vote for favorite, hands down.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly the best meme build.
It's so memed that it's not even the right character art.
Yeah, we've spent so long on this unit, and it's absolute garbage. Next.
All right. Now, summoners, real quickly. I was actually checking over these slides right before we went into this, and I left the text here for Camilla, which said something about how Ingrid could not wait for someone to put tanning lotion on her. And I was like, what? This isn't the Ingrid I know. What happened? Oh, wrong text. I was so confused. Okay, it is worth noting that this is the only preference weapon in this whole group.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And this Starpoint Lance grants speed +3 during unit's first combat in player phase or enemy phase, grants attack speed, defense res +5 to unit, and restores 10 HP to unit after combat.
If there were a unit that I was going to forma, it would probably be this one.
This is a great unit. No kidding.
Yeah.
The middle two, Sylvain, and if Sylvain's your favorite, I think he's worth getting. If Lorenz is your favorite,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you.
Here are our builds, and I like these a lot. We'll talk about Zek's build first. Fire Sweep L. Yeah. Probably would switch back to Starpoint Lance, I'm assuming. But we've got attack speed catch, flow refresh 3.
Fire Sweep would be something that you could run in a special build for some reason.
Okay, so then we have Flow Refresh 3, which I think is a fantastic skill. Attack Speed Menace and Quicken Pulse. So I'm assuming because of the name, that they replace Ruptured Sky with Gale Force and then go to town with this unit.
Yeah.
I have actually seen built up Ingrids before, and they can do a lot of work, particularly with all of these skills stacked on.
Yeah.
I will say the flow refresh, actually the refresh skills in general can be counterintuitive if you're trying to, or counter-synergistic rather. Anti-synergistic? Yeah, there we go. If you're trying to use, trying to use this as a Wings of Mercy beacon. But, I mean, it's still an excellent skill. What do you think about, and I could not fit the whole name, All-Purpose Gale Force from Conquest?
All Gale Force. I mean, just looking over these briefly, it's probably, it's kind of hard to say this, but it's probably the best build with all the attack stacking and defense stacking and speed stacking. I think it's probably just the best one overall for use in and AR offense, a lot of attack, a lot of speed. I mean, I like it a lot. And if, I'm probably not going to form a Ingrid, but this will probably be the build I go for. And if I get anywhere close to this, maybe I'll pull one.
I think my favorite is this last one from Ash. And I am such a huge fan of Ninja Naginata, which, if you're not familiar, inflicts defense res -4. If unit initiates combat, unit attacks twice. So it's a brave weapon. And then it has true damage based on speed. So if unit speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage equals 50% of the difference between stats. And particularly if you're looking at going up against some of the beefier units, say your Vectors and your Fallen Edelgards, that true damage really comes in clutch.
Yeah, I do really like this build. The Ninja Naginata is a really cool addition for me, or in my opinion. And I would probably try to get that with the Gale Force build that Conquest has, just to have that on lock.
Now, Flowguard actually makes it so that this unit could take on Fallen Edelgard, whereas attack defense near trace would not do that same thing.
Yeah,
just because that retaliatory bonfire is hefty from Fallen Edelgard, and that would keep that from happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of this build. I think it's really nice. And it's, if you're asking me, that's probably my favorite here is Ashes. What is your pick?
I mean, it's the all-purpose Gale Force, but Ashes is also really good. It's really kind of a toss-up, but if you backed me into a corner, it would be Conquest.
All right. So we're looking at all the builds. For me, I love lethality so much. I want it on my team some way, somehow. So Riven's build with the lethality, life and death 4, wind sweep 3, Dorothea, that is the build for me. Like, I am 100% in on that one.
All right. I mean, honestly, now that we've gotten to the end, it's kind of a toss up for me between I don't remember who actually made all these, but the last Dorothea with Fortress Defense Res, the middle Sylvain with Speed Res Far Trace and the B, and then the middle Ingrid, the all-purpose Gale Force from Conquest, are really my favorites. And I don't know that I could choose, to be honest. It'll just depend on what the Fey gods have in mind for me. So I guess we'll wait to see. But I really like all three of those. And Lorenz. So
that was Ding Dong Bronzong did the Tamari.
Okay, right.
The Tamari Dorothea.
Right. And then who did the Sinner Sylvain?
That's a great question. That is Misa.
Misa, yeah. And then, sorry, Misa, I haven't talked to you before, but that's a strong contender. And Ding Dong and Conquest are both regulars here on the Hall of Forms build planner, build review. Whatever we call this episode.
You good with word.
Yes. Word I'm good with.
Summoners, thank you for joining us. This is an interesting batch here. And there are some really creative things you can do, even if none of these are just incredibly strong and jump off at the page. Still, if some of these are your favorites, I think this is a great time to get them. And I know a lot of you love Three Houses. We're going to be letting you go here. You guys, Choose Your Legends has just started up at the time of this recording. So I hope you guys are all getting your voting done. Let us know who you're voting for down below. And let us know if you're picking up one of these formas. So take care and schedule an appointment with your Phaologist real soon.
Bye, guys.